Hurt people hurt other people. I saw someone from school and from high school, and I've been out of school for over 20 years, almost 30 years. And I said hello to her, and I was so happy to see her. And she kind of was like taken aback, but that was fine. Didn't mind. I figured maybe she didn't know who I was. Gave her a hug, and I was like, oh, it's so good to see you. How have you been? Blah, blah, blah. And when I walked away, I heard her say to someone else, she's speaking to me? When we was in high school, she was mean. She was arrogant. She was a bitch. That's what she said. And I was like, wow. And this is not the first time. This is the second time that I've heard this. Another time it happened at our school's gathering, and I heard it again, and I was like really hurt about it. And I thought about it, and I talked to friends about it at the time, and I thought about it, and just talking with other people in my past from when I was in high school, I realized that I said a lot of mean things to people in high school. I hurt a lot of people's feelings. I made fun of complexions. I made fun of where people lived at. I made fun of income status. And I was just thinking to myself, I hope that I didn't do damage to some of these people. One in particular, I just think about this one guy. He was just gorgeous to think about it today, but he was extremely dark. He was like that onyx complexion. Gorgeous, had perfect, pretty teeth, eyes were beautiful. And I remember whatever we argued about, I went hard on him about his complexion. Again, I was in high school. But I was like, why were you so mean to people? And I was like, I hope that I did not damage anybody, because I know during those years in high school, you are, it can mold you to be the adult that you are. So I don't know if someone grew up with complexes or whatever the case is. I just know that I said some pretty harsh things and some pretty mean things. And even some of my high school guy friends I'm still cool with was like, you were very mean. You were saying we were immature. And I laughed about it. And I literally don't remember all of this stuff. That is the crazy stuff. I mean, the crazy part of it all. So I wondered why I was like that. And now I realize it's because I was doing to people what was being done to me growing up and even at home. I was going through so much and, bullied. And, I was the youngest of two sisters and very younger than them. So, I was, the little sister being picked on and, things like that. And I just think about that. And I was hurting them because I was hurting. I hurt them because I was hurting. That's part of the story. I realized that. That's part of that, the low self-esteem at the time, the arrogancy. I realized that was part of the problem. And that's why I hurt so many people. That's why I said such ugly and mean things, because on the inside, I was feeling really ugly and mean. And it's funny because now today, I'm super sensitive about everything. Today now, I wonder about how people feel. And I before I say something, I think about it, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Isn't that amazing how we've changed so much? It's just amazing how even through all of that time, when I see some people, they remember that, or even they still don't speak to me. I remember one time being at a gym and seeing somebody from high school, and we weren't cool. And this is somebody that I was extremely, mean to also. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And she looked at me like, girl, if you don't get out of my face. And I was laughing because to myself later, I was like, that was high school. But then I thought about it again. I was like, you said some pretty mean stuff. How do I know if it affected her? I don't know. What I do know is it wasn't right. And what I do know is that hurt people hurt people. And so I want to apologize to anyone in high school, and even before maturity, just saying mean stuff. And again, I don't even remember this stuff. So that's the weird stuff. But anyway, either way, not all of it I don't remember. Either way, yeah, I hope I didn't affect anybody's mental, emotional, or whatever it is being. I hope that you guys are fine. And again, I just apologize because I was spewing all of the hurt that was inside of me. I was spewing it out onto everyone else. That's part of my story anyway. I got so much more, but that's just the first thing. Have a good day. Bye.